Proverbs chapter 30. I want to read verse 28. Verse 28. I had something I was going to do. As man, this had been bubbling and bursting in my bosom to be broadcasted. Proverbs chapter 30. Proverbs 30. Verse 28. Verse 28. Amen. I want to read that one verse. Yours may read a little different. Proverbs 30, verse 28. Are you there? The Bible says, the spider lay hold or take hold with her hands and is in the king's palace. Another translation says, the spider grips with her hand the palace and in the king's palace. Amen. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. The spider taketh hold with her hands, grips with her hand, and ends up in the king's palace. Gracious God, we thank you for your goodness, your grace, and your mercies. Lord, we thank you for all you have done and all you're about to do. Lord, settle my spirit right now in the name of Jesus. Give me what I need to concentrate on your word. I love you tonight. I thank you for what you have done and what you're about to do. In Jesus' name we pray. Let us say amen. 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 I want to start out saying tonight, 2017 was a rough time. For those of you who could remember that my testimony for 2017 was a rough time. And when 2018 came, we was looking forward to a greater year on what God was going to do. And I can testify tonight that 2018 have been so great and wonderful for me. Amen. Amen. 2017, I had 2 grandbabies. 2018, I got 3. 2017, I was almost in bankruptcy. 2018, we doing okay. Amen. 2017, I lost half the people in my church when we transitioned. But 2018 have been a joy. Amen. Amen. And if God have done it in 2018, man, I am standing on tiptoes of anticipation. I am tickled black on what God is going to do in 2019. I want to use for a title tonight. I just want to talk to you tonight. Use for a title on how to get a grip on life. How do we get a grip on life? In 2017, I had just about lost everything. 2018, it seemed as though I had a grip on some things, but didn't have a grip on everything. I'm looking forward to this year on getting a grip on life, not just in church, but also in my own personal spiritual walk with God, in my education, in my family life. I'm looking to get a grip on life. But how many of you know that most people been in church a long time? They've been in church a long time, but yet, have you ever figured it out yet? They're still struggling, they're still straining, they're still stumbling through life, trying to figure this thing out. Are y'all here with me? We talk about this Christian journey we on, but yet when you look at our life, it seems like we on some other type of journey. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Because we haven't learned how to get a grip on life. And this text is tailored to teach us, tucked away tenderly tonight, to how to literally get a grip on life. Here in this text, we find Solomon, one of the wisest men in the world. And Solomon is sitting on his throne in his ivory tower. He's sitting on his throne and he's watching a little spider running around the palace. Solomon tries to exterminate the spider, but yet he's not successful in getting rid of the spider. As he's so wise that he sit down and he began to write about it. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Look what Solomon says about the spider. He uses the spider as a simile. And whenever you have a simile in the Bible, you take the attributes of what that simile is. For he shall be like a tree planted by the river. Are we really a tree? But he says we shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, bring forth this fruit. You see, he's talking about how strong we are, just like a tree. So he gets to the spider now, and he talks about the spider's worth and the spider's wealth. That if we're going to get a grip on life, we have to know what we are worth, and we have to know the wealth that God has put in us. Let me show you what I'm talking about. First thing I want you to see in the text, I want you to see a spider's wealth is internal. Everything that he needs, God has placed in you and I, everything we need. But why is it that we go outside of ourselves into the external things, trying to use them to make who we are or to sense our value outside of us when God has put everything in you? Are you hearing what I'm saying? The question tonight is that how did the spider end up in the palace, in the king palace, and how he ended up not being put out of the palace? Because everything he needed is inside of him. And when they listen, and when you get ready, God will allow you to see what he has invested in you. All you have to do is work on what he put in you. Are you hear what I'm saying? The Bible says that they use what is in them to get what they need to serve themselves and to serve others. When you get ready to, when spiders get ready to build, they use what's in them, not what's around them. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? To build it, or watch this, or they use what is in them to fight with. They use what is in them to win battles. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Spiders need no outside resources. They need no help for them to do battle. They need, everything they need is within them to be what they need to be. And can I say something to you tonight before I get ready to sit down? If you're going to be what God would have you to be in 2019, you got to look within yourself and value yourself, because you are worth more than what you really think you are. You see, you got to learn that you are resourceful like spiders. Also, God has put in you internal, watch this, internally, everything you need to be what you need to be and to do what you need to do. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? That's why Paul told Timothy, he says, wait a minute, stir up the gift. Are y'all here with me? To stir, the word stir means to fan the flames. That's a flicker in you, but if you learn to fan the flame, that flicker can turn into a fire. So Paul says, Timothy, stir up the gift that is where? Within you. Your wealth and your worth are on the inside of you, and all you got to do is stir it up. You see, real wealth and real worth is not external, but it's internal. The clothes you wear, that's external. That don't make who you are. The car you drive, the way you stay, I know we proud of where we stay and what we wear and what we drive, but you can have a king-size bed but can't sleep at night. You can have 5 cars but can't drive all of them. You can have 5 cars and can't afford the insurance. Are y'all here with me? So your worth and your wealth is not external, it's internal. It's how you feel about yourself. Touch yourself and say, self, I love you, self. I know that sounds conceited and everything, but a dog that don't wag his own tail is a poor dog. You see, watch this. See, oh God. External things will fade away. They'll go away. See, you'll not be wrapped up in your looks. Are y'all here with me? You want to look good. Are you here with me? You want to keep putting your makeup on, keep putting your hair on, keep on working out and all that stuff, but then your looks is going to change. Y'all ain't here with me. I said your looks, when you met her, she was, I better leave that alone. It's going, when you met him, he talking about he want a 10. Guess what? He ain't a 10 himself. Bald head, big belly, y'all ain't with me. See, you're more than hips, lips, and fingertips. You're way more than that. There are 3 things you must do to get a grip on, watch this, your internal wealth and worth. Three things. First of all, you got to discover what's in you. Are y'all hear what I'm saying? See, you got to sense your internal wealth. You got to know what God has put in you. Not only do you have to sense what's in you, but you got to study your internal wealth. You got to study what's in you. Are you with me? Don't nobody know Pastor Fletcher like Pastor Fletcher. And there's some things about Pastor Fletcher that you don't know that Pastor Fletcher don't like about Pastor Fletcher. But Pastor Fletcher never tell you, because when you see him, it looks like he got it all together. And sometimes he got to talk to himself and say, Fletcher, you know better than that. Because you are better than that. Y'all ain't here with me. You see, you got to sense your worth and wealth, but also you got to study your wealth and worth. Are y'all still here with me? You got to also, watch this, you got to also seize it. Are y'all here with me? Your internal wealth and work, you got to seize it. You got to lay hold to it and grab a hold to it. And that means you got to walk like you got it. Y'all ain't hear me? You got to talk like, seize it. You got to talk like you got it. See, that was the time, y'all ain't feeling me, when I had a little bitty icebox, Kareem. I would put that picture up on my icebox, and every day I walk by there, I say, yeah, that's going to be mine. Yeah, that's going to, let me just say, let me bring it into 2018. There's some land I want right now. Every time I pass down there, what do I say, King? I say, King, that's my land right there. Because I pray every time I come back there, because I can sense it. Y'all ain't with me. And if I can sense it, I can seize it. You got to discover, not only do you have to discover that, but also you got to develop that. And see, some of us, we can discover it, but the problem we have, we don't know how to develop it. That's why some of us struggle in church when the development time comes, because we think we have more than what we really have, and we think we are more than what we really are. But if you discover what God has in you, you ought to develop what he put down in you. Can I tell you how you develop it? And I'll go ahead and close. Number one, you got to sharpen what's in you. That's why you're here tonight, because you are sharpening what's in you. And when you sharpen what's in you, you got to strengthen what's in you. Y'all still ain't hearing me. And once you strengthen what's in you, then you got to secure what's in you, because the devil want to steal what God has invested in you. Y'all still ain't feeling me. God invested much over the years in your life, and you let one incident or accident, you let it go away just like that. You got to sharpen that thing, you got to strengthen that thing, but also you got to secure that thing. Are y'all still here with me? And after you secure it, after you develop it, after you discover it, then you got to deliver it. The problem is, watch this, we don't like delivering it. We don't like giving away what God has put in us, because what God put in us is not just for us, it's for those who are around us. Y'all ain't with me. When you come in the presence of a saint, your life ought to get a little better and not more bitter. If your life get a little bitter instead of better, then they're not developing you, because you haven't discovered what's in you. Therefore, you have nothing to deliver. Y'all still ain't with me. See, to deliver what's in you, you got to surrender to God internally. That means surrender what God put in you. You got to surrender that wealth and surrender your worth, what God put in you. And once you surrender it, then you can serve. Are y'all still here with me? You can serve, and the only way you can serve is that God sanctify you. The word sanctify means to be set apart for a specific you. Our problem is we want the credit. Our problem is we want the joy. Our problem is we want to be happy all the time. Our problem is we want the pat on the back. But if you ever learn to serve, you're only serving because you've been sanctified, and you know God can put me to the side to use me to help somebody. Are y'all still here with me? You see, the internal wealth that's within the spider. Not only does the spider wealth is internal, but here's the second thing. But the spider's wisdom is influential. The spider's wisdom, his wisdom is it. The spider is no dummy. Are y'all here with me? The spider is smart. How did the small little spider get in the king's palace and couldn't get put out? hear what I'm saying? I can see if it was a lion, tiger, or bear, oh my. But here's a small spider, and the smartest man ever lived can't get him out of the palace. Some man need to touch his wife right now and say, baby, no matter what you do, you can't get me out of here. By now, through this text, you ought to be influenced by the wisdom that she got from the king, by being in the king's palace. But making no mistake that this spider is not arrogant, this spider is not ignorant, this spider did not make any mistakes. She had to make some wise decisions to get there. That suggests to you and I that you and I have to make some wise decisions. Come on, wife. Touch him and say, baby, you got to start making some wise decisions. 2019 is coming. You got to come to church a little bit more. Y'all still here with me? So you got to make wise decisions internally in order to be blessed externally. The reason some of us was not blessed externally is because we didn't make wise decisions internally. You thought you wanted to do what you wanted to do, and now you're broke. You wanted to do it your way, and now there's a pink slip. Are y'all here with me? So how do we make wise decisions, Pastor Fletcher? We can make wise decisions, number one, by looking at wise and influential people. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Ask yourself the question, what kind of books are you reading? If you tell me what kind of books are you reading, I can tell you where you're headed. Are y'all still here with me? Do you read the Bible more than you read other books?
All right.
See how quiet we got right there? You see, there are influential people that you can watch and read about that can help you. All you thing you have to do is look and listen and learn from those who have made it. But you know what the problem is, y'all? And I'm trying to quit. The problem is that we get jealous of those who have already made it. And we say stuff like that. Well, that won't work for me.
All right.
If it's a biblical principle, it will work for you. That ain't going to work in my house. You don't know my wife. You don't know my husband. If it's a biblical principle, it will work in your house. You see, you can look at someone and know if it works. Have you ever had somebody trying to tell you what to do, but when you look at their life? If it didn't work for them, how in the heaven, y'all know what I want to say, I'm in living faith, no. How in the heaven you think it's going to work for you? I better finish. First thing I want you to look at, watch this, you got to look at, number one, look at the spider's style. The spider got style, she got style. She has style because she is creative and she's innovative. Have you ever noticed the design of a spider's web? I've never seen a spider's web half done. I've never seen a spider's web unfinished. I'm talking about what's in it. I've never seen a spider web out of order. I've never seen a ghetto web. Y'all ain't here with me. Her web is like an architectural blueprint. When you look at that beautiful web, when she spawned what's out of her and what's in her, and what's in her is more, looks like it's more than what she is. She's small, but the web is big. But where did it come from? That suggests to you and I that we should do our best in planning our work and then working our plan. Are y'all still here with me? Not only look at her style, but look at her stature. She's small in stature. She's small, but she's strong. And watch it. And notice the spider that Solomon is talking about is a she. She's not only small and strong, but she's smart. Are y'all still here with me? Because how do you know it's not the, watch this, it's not the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Are y'all still here? I'm through what I'm saying. She got something down in her that causes her to bounce back. She's like Mr. Weeble. Something down in, you know, I love my wife. I think one of the strongest women I know, because she have to be strong to be married 30-something years to old Eddie King. She have to be strong, and I admire her for that. She's like Mr. Weeble, that Mr. Weeble wobble, but she, they told her she should have been stopped by tonight to tell you she got style. Are y'all with me? Her stature is small, but then cousin, look at her structure. I've been trying to get right there all night. Watch her structure. Look at the structure of the spider. Did you know a spider have 3 or more eyes but have poor eyesight? That don't make sense to me. Why would God give a spider all the eyes but they can't see? Are y'all here with me? They use their eyes, watch this, to direct them, whether it's day or night, because they can't see, but what they can do, they can sense. If y'all ain't with me, which means they're just like us. They walk by faith and not by sight. And somebody tonight, you've been walking by what you see, and what you see is not really the way it is. 2017, they laughed at me. 2017, they said I wasn't going to make it because of what they saw. But what they saw is not what I sensed. Kareem, I found out that God put something down. I sensed what he put down in me. Even when I couldn't see it with my own eyes, I can sense it in my spirit. The problem is we see too much. Y'all gonna pray with me, aren't you? And we don't sense anything what God is doing. The spiders not only have 3 or more eyes, but also they have 8 legs. Y'all gonna pray with me, aren't you? And they use their legs also to sense with. Notice they got more sensors than they got sight. Y'all gonna pray with me, aren't you? They sense when things are going well. They can sense when danger coming their way. Y'all gonna pray. I done got happy in here. Not only do we see a spider's web internal, not only did we see a spider's wisdom is influential, but it's the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'll take my seat. But I can feel my Red Bull kicking in. A spider's warfare is inevitable. That means a spider don't try to fool itself. Touch your neighbor and say, wake up, neighbor. You got enemies trying to put you to sleep. The Bible says she knows that she got enemies. Don't pretend like you don't have no enemies. The Bible teaches us that we all have enemies. Now watch what it says about the spider. There are some who don't want to hear that. There are some who don't want you to be successful, to get in the King Palace. Y'all gonna pray with me, aren't you? So her warfare is inevitable. That's why she used her 3 eyes and 8 legs. Her legs is not only to sense the danger, but her 8 legs to help her slide on by. Have you noticed by the spider? When a spider gets ready to catch a prey, she let out a simple solution out of legs.